Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to all of you watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages are coming through for the collective today, please. We have the Strength card. Let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, that is the Six of Swords. I love how that just kind of plopped on the table. But let's see what else. We'll grab one more card and then we'll start talking about the message that is coming through for this reading today, please. And we have the Five of Cups. Okay, guys, I feel that what's happening here is your person is finding the strength that they need within themselves to get through this period of transition that they have been going through during the time that you have been away from each other, because with this Five of Cups, they are definitely missing you. So I feel your person is in a difficult space at the moment, longing for you, missing you, wishing that things were different, wishing that things were better, but knowing that they're going to have to find that strength and that confidence within themselves to make it happen and get on with going through this period of transition, but also finding that courage and that confidence and the words to reach out and communicate with you, because that's what the Six of Swords is about as well. But let's break this down card by card. But that is the message of those three cards. Your person finding the courage and the strength within them to be able to reach out and communicate with you, to complete this transition, to come back towards you, because they are in a heartache place with that Five of Cups being here. This Strength card tells us your person sees a strength in you, and they know that this connection is a very strong connection. They knew in the moment the two of you met that this was something significant. The connection between the two of you was something powerful, and that it is definitely something worth exploring, but they weren't ready. They knew that their life was going to change when you came into their life, and they weren't ready for that either. But they are doing it now, and that is what the Six of Swords about. The Strength card also tells us, well, your person has a very strong attraction to you, and they feel a lot of passion for you as well, with this Strength card being here. Strength is ruled by Leo, so if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Leo, this can be a place of validation, but you don't have to be a Leo. This is a collective reading. It is for everyone, and it's more important that we consider the message as a whole that the universe is presenting for the collective today. Definite strength in this connection, and your person has never felt or experienced anything like this ever before, and you guys watching the reading, you probably haven't either. That is how you each know that you are the one for each other. That your person wasn't ready for the magnificence that is you, which is the embodiment of that Strength card. The Six of Swords tells us your person is going to reach out and communicate, because the Six of Swords is a card of technology. So you can receive communication from them via text, via phone call, via message, via email, through one of those WhatsApp things or whatever those things are that allow you to communicate across long distances without having to pay for a phone call. But you guys get the drift there. But this Six of Swords is about communication. But as well, and probably more importantly, although you guys would probably like to receive the communication as the more important factor of this Six of Swords, this is about them going through this transition period while they are away from you. The Six of Swords is a card that tells us your person is getting rid of all the things that have held them back from being able to be in this relationship with you, whatever those things are. It is about leaving the past in the past and going forward to a lighter, brighter future that includes you. This is about your person being able to get rid of the baggage, get rid of the fears, the insecurities, the illusions, and anything and everything else that has been an interference in this relationship. It is about them getting rid of it once and for all and just dropping it off wherever it needs to be dropped off, at the baggage claim, on the shore, in the water, whatever it is, your person is getting rid of it. Now, those were just a way to explain. Of course, they're not going to leave anything in the water or on the shore or anything like that. But this is about them getting rid of things that have tied them down and held them back, because they want to move forward to this place of tranquility and peace and harmony in their life, but also in this connection with the two of you, because their life at the moment, with this Five of Cups being here, is not such a happy space for your person. They are really focused on everything that they have done wrong. They are feeling the heavy weight of all of this as well, because that is what the Five of Cups is about. It is the saddest card in all of the tarot, because your person is focused on what they have lost. And what have they lost? They've lost you. They've lost this connection. They have broken their own heart. They have broken your heart, and they're also having to acknowledge that they've got no one to blame for any of this but themselves. They are feeling regret, remorse, and guilt for all of this, and it is something that is playing over and over in their head right now, and they are thinking about all of these things. But by doing this, it is enabling them to finish going through this period of transition, which needs to happen so that they can return. And also so they can stop focusing on these three spilled out cups here that are the things that they've lost, or their guilt, regret, and remorse, and turn around and see that these two cups behind them are still standing. This is about your person just needing to turn around and grab those two cups, like the Two of Cups in the tarot, of course, and then they can be making their way back to you. But at the moment, I feel your person is having to go through this period of difficulty. It is a challenge for them, and they are feeling and experiencing the heavy weight of all of it at the moment. But again, this is a teacher for your person, because you guys have heard me say that before. Having to deal with that guilt, that remorse, the regret, the heartache, and the heartbreak that they brought upon you, but also upon themselves, is a powerful teacher at the moment, encouraging them to find that courage, confidence, and strength within them to get on with it and start making their way back to you. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else we need to hear for this message. What is coming through, please? The Ace of Wands. Well, things are about to get definitely better here for your person at the moment. The Ace of Wands is about them finding that courage, strength, and confidence within and being able to move forward with it. It is about your person having that breakthrough. It is about them being able to gain what they need to do what is necessary to complete this place of transition and transformation that also comes with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is about spiritual growth and spiritual awareness, and your person being able to have and attain that growth by doing the work that they're doing at the moment while they are in this place of preparing for union with you. Yes, it is a separation place as well. We just like to call it preparing for union. But they are experiencing the rebirth right now that they need to be able to finish this off, to tie up all their loose ends so that they can reach out and communicate with you and start making their way towards you, because the Ace of Wands is also about a new beginning. It is about starting over. Your person desiring this fresh start with you. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else we need to hear. What else is coming through, please? The Hermit. Well, this is about your person actually doing the work that is necessary. When we are going through periods of transition, transformation, spiritual awakening, those periods of growth are often, well, they're always, well, not always, but for the majority of the time, those periods of growth, transformation, and transition occur when we are on a solo journey for the moment. And there are times throughout our lives where we are on a solo journey. Not always, but we have them. And sometimes we even have them when we're in partnership with someone, because most of the growth occurs when we are in that place where we are retreated within ourselves, inside ourselves, having communication on the inner planes, because that is what allows us to address those things within us that need our attention, that need our growth, where we can release things that have been holding us back, where we can address those fears and insecurities, where we can do a lot of deep soul searching, digging deep into the very dark and dusty corners of our souls to find those things and zap them out of the way so that they're no longer going to interfere in our lives. And that will allow us to live our best lives and come at our life from our authentic self. And that is how we are supposed to live. we are supposed to be in the place where we are living our best life from the perspective of our authentic self and from the perspective of our souls. And this is what is happening for your person at the moment, using the energy of the Hermit to find those things and heal them. Because as the Hermit carries that lantern, your person is able to use that light that is within them, but also the light that is you and the power of your love to heal those things that have held them back, to let them go, to release them once and for all, so it will never negatively impact this relationship for the two of you ever again. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo. But let's see what else we need to hear. What do we need to know for this message today, please? What do we need to hear? What is coming through? The Ace of Cups. Wow, I love the Ace of Cups. This is all about your person wanting to start over, but it's also telling us that they are doing the work that's necessary, because as they return to you, their heart will be open and their heart will be available. And if they have really tried to restrict their heart by keeping it locked down behind a brick wall or a steel wall, or not allowing you to see into their heart, that is going to be something that's different, because this is all about them opening their heart to you. The combination of the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, that is a powerful fresh start that your person wants to have with you. And they know that they need to do the work to get back to you. At the moment, though, they are still kind of like in their emotions, all in their feelings, and they need to feel and experience all of this, because it is showing them that you do not treat someone the way that this person treated you when the two of you were spending time together before. You don't do those kind of things. You don't bring negative energies into a new relationship. You don't bring stuff from the past and drag old emotional wounds with you into a new connection. Your person is having to learn this, and unfortunately they are learning it the hard way, but they are still learning it because they're going through the spiritual transformation, transition, and growth that comes with that Six of Swords and the Ace of Wands. But they are feeling the regret and the remorse and the guilt, and it is a heavy burden for this person, which is actually a good thing, because if they weren't feeling regret, remorse, and guilt, then that would be telling us that they weren't going through this transformation and change the way that they need to go through, so that they can heal those things that are broken within them and come back into the light of you and this love and this connection. But with the Hermit being here as well, I feel what it's also saying is that your person is tired of being alone. They feel lonely. They feel isolated. And yes, this is something that they brought upon themselves, and they truly have no one to blame but themselves in this place of self-imposed isolation. But it is doing the work for your person, because your person is doing the work that is necessary to attain that growth that they need to show back up for you, to come out of this cave and make their way towards you when their energy is lighter and brighter, and they are ready for the power and the magnitude of this connection and what it means for each of you, for your lives moving forward. But this Ace of Cups is all about starting over, as is that Ace of Wands. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What else do we need to hear? What message is coming through? The Ten of Swords. Well, I feel that your person is definitely in a pretty kind of low place at the moment. But what I'm hearing as well is that part of the regret and the remorse that your person is feeling right now is because they do believe that they've betrayed you. They feel that they stabbed you in the back. They feel that they betrayed you. And, by running, by ghosting and doing all of these other things and creating chaos and confusion and bringing drama into this relationship and treating you the way that they did, by self-sabotaging this relationship for the two of you, or perhaps even gaslighting you and creating arguments for no reason and perhaps even blaming you, that is betraying you and this connection. And they are feeling definitely the heavy weight of all of this at the moment, especially with that Five of Cups being here. But again, this is what they have to feel. This is what they have to go through. And what I'm hearing is, I feel that your person may be For some of you out there watching this reading, I feel they may be in a rock bottom place. And you know, when you are in that rock bottom place, there's only one way to go, and that is up and back towards the light, and working through those things moment by moment as you are facing them head on. And your person is facing those things head on, because that is what the Hermit is about. The Hermit is about spiritual growth, especially coming next to that Ace of Wands, going through this period of transition and identifying the things that have held them back from being able to show up and be your partner. That is what your person is doing. But with this Ten of Swords being so close to the Five of Cups, I actually feel your person could be going through, well, a dark night of the soul. But with the cards that we have on the table and the way that they are laying out, I actually feel that your person is going to be able to come through that dark night of the soul and make their way back towards the light, which is your love and is this connection. Your person has to work through it though. And you know, you guys have been through a dark night of the soul as well, more than likely for most of you watching the reading, especially if you are in the situation where your person denied this connection, where they ran from it, where they ghosted you and then just disappeared and you never heard from them again. That will trigger a dark night of the soul in anybody, because you do not understand what happened. But through that experience, you have lifted yourself up and you have raised yourself up. And that is why you are here watching the reading, because you know that there is growth happening within you, but also within your person. And you are seeing and understanding the process of these kind of connections so much better than you possibly did before. You guys watching the reading, did you understand these kind of connections before you met your person? That's just a question that a lot of people don't, because it's the experience that you have after, when the ghosting and the running happens, that causes you to start trying to figure out what happened. But it is allowing you to see and understand that you were completely validated by what you were feeling and experiencing with your person. You could tell that they had feelings for you. You knew that this was something deeper than just a mundane connection. You knew that something very special and spiritual was happening in your life. And your person did as well. They just weren't ready for it, although you were. But they are making themselves ready for it now, because they are having to pull themselves up and out of this Ten of Swords experience right now and come back towards you and to the light of this connection. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. The Eight of Cups. Okay, the Eight of Cups actually makes me happy, because this is about your person figuring it all out. The Eight of Cups is your person working through their baggage and getting rid of it moment by moment and day by day, however they need to, and just picking them off one by one, kicking them away, kicking them down the street, getting rid of it, all of their fears, their insecurities, their illusions, their issues, their problems, whether it's abandonment fears, or it's rejection fears, or just fears of being able to be emotionally vulnerable and expressive. All of these things are being kicked away by your person with this Eight of Cups showing up, because the Eight of Cups is about leaving the known for the unknown. And what has your person known? All of these fears, all of these insecurities, all of these issues, all of this emotional baggage. That does not belong in this connection. Carrying around all that emotional baggage can get very heavy. I mean, especially if you've been dragging it around with you for many years. And for some of you, I definitely feel that that is the case with your person. Well, they want to be free and clear of that. And they are seeing and understanding through the experience that they're having right now, even if it's a dark night of the soul, that these things need to go. They've got to get rid of them. And this is what they are working on. And that is supported by the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. But the Eight of Cups is also telling us that the person who is missing, the missing one, is going to return. And at the moment, for most of you watching the reading, your person is MIA, but they are figuring themselves out and working themselves back towards you, because in and of itself, the Eight of Cups is also a card of spiritual growth, moving towards the light And the light of this connection and the light of God, the light of the divine, the light of the universe is what is pulling your person through this dark night or through this negative experience that they're having right now, because they want to come back to you and to this connection. But let's see what else is happening here. Let's see what else we need to hear. What do we need to know, please? What is coming through? The Eight of Pentacles. Goodness gracious. Okay, guys. So I feel your person is learning these lessons now. Obviously, by the cards that we have on the table today, your person is definitely learning them the hard way. But this is how they've chosen to learn them, and it doesn't really matter as long as they're learning them. It would have been so much easier if they had not resisted the growth in the past, but yet they did. Another thing that they are kind of regretting and kicking themselves in the butt for at the moment, but yet it is what they have chosen to do. The Eight of Cups is the card of the student, and it tells us your person is getting it together. They are learning these life lessons. They are having these experiences that they need to be able to attain that growth, that transformation and change to come back into your life. They can feel and experience through their sorrow, their sadness, their despair, their grief of all of this. They are learning what it's like to not have you in their life. And what I'm hearing is that is not something that your person wants to sign up for the long term, not having you in their life. They are attaining the growth that they need. They are figuring it out. They are working through all of this stuff just as quickly and as fast as they can. But at the moment, I feel that they are in this space, for many of you watching the reading, where it is hard for them. They are quite unhappy. And I do feel for some of you as well, this person is struggling. But through struggle, that is a great opportunity for spiritual growth, because that is where it happens. And we have to work through these issues as they come at us one by one, so that we can come back into the light and stay in the light. We learn our lessons through difficulties. We don't learn the spiritual growth usually, for many of us, by just deciding, okay, today I'm going to become the hermit and go up on the mountain with my little lantern and my staff and just kind of like figure things out. Most of us don't do it that way. For many of us, we have to have some sort of experience that, well, shocks us and causes us to really feel and experience a lot of pain and sorrow and grief and despair, or we're going through periods of struggle in our lives as well. And this is what I feel is happening for your person. But through that struggle, through that grief, through that despair, they are battling through it, and they are fighting their way by sheer force of will and strength and courage to come back to you and to this connection. But let's see what else we need to know. Let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is happening? Temperance. Wow, what a beautiful way to end out this portion of the reading, guys, with Temperance. Because Temperance does tell us that the divine is at work in this situation for you and your person. And the light and love of the divine is embracing your person every day and encouraging them onward. And the same is happening for you. Many times we feel that when we are going through periods like this, and you're going through your own difficult period at the moment because you're missing them and you're longing for them, and perhaps for some of you watching the reading, you are in your own dark night. Remember that the universe is there, God is there, your angels are there, the divine is always present. It's just sometimes we can't hear them or feel them. Sometimes they are around us like a whisper, and they're just there with their gentle presence, just calmly and subtly urging us forward, or just giving us a thought or idea that lets us know, okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. I can get through this. I'm doing this. And this is what I feel is happening for your person. But there's other times when the divine comes at us like this booming thunder, like, okay, this is what is going to happen, and this is how it has to move forward, and I am going to do this. And those ideas and those thoughts and that communication is coming from the universe. It's coming from the divine, waking us up and getting us moving in the direction that we need to go forward through in our lives. And this is happening for your person as well. Divine guidance and divine protection around your person, around this relationship as well for you both, actually. Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. But also with Temperance, it is about the blending of your souls. It is why the chemistry between the two of you is so off the chart, powerful, wonderful, magical, and strong. I love these two anchor cards, actually, the Strength card and the Temperance card, because this really tells us about the strong connection that you share with your person, about it being a very strong passionate, a very strong emotional, and a very strong spiritual, but also mental connection as well. You guys fire on all levels. But Temperance is about the blending of your souls. It's about the blending of your essences. It's what allows the two of you to come together, supporting the fact that you are either soulmates or twin flames or kindred spirits, whatever kind of connection this is for you and your person. Please take it as it resonates. But also Temperance is about unconditional love and patience. And I feel that you have been unconditionally loving for your person while they are going through this period of transition and change that is definitely here in the reading today, guys. It is definitely here. And I feel that they're going to extend so much appreciation and gratitude to you for allowing them to have this time, because I feel with what I'm seeing and feeling that this person definitely needs it right now. But let's see what else we need to know. Let's use some oracle cards and see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what we need to hear. What is coming through? What is the message that we need to hear? Repairing the veil. Forgiveness. This card comes with number 45. If anyone resonates with number 45, or 4 or 5, although 4 plus 5 does equal 9. Repairing the veil, forgiveness. I do feel that that is going to be one of your person's first steps towards you, to apologize and ask you to forgive them. But I love this card because we have this, I'm not even sure what that stick is. I don't know if it's a tree trunk or something else, but I like how it's tightly laced, tying it back up, tying up loose ends. And that is what I feel is happening for your person. They are tying up these loose ends now to make their way back towards you, because they do want you to forgive them if that's something that you're willing to do. But they also want to have this opportunity to start over and start fresh with you. And we've seen that in several spots during this reading today, because your person knows the two of you share something that is beyond this world. They understand that this connection is something that comes with a deep soul bond between the two of you. But let's see what else we need to know. What else is coming through, please? What else does the collective need to hear? Lost compass, getting back to integrity. Well, I do feel your person has kind of gotten lost here along the way, and that is definitely evident with the cards that we have on the table today, guys. This card comes with number 35. If anyone resonates with 35, although we have 5 there and we have 5 here, which is about change. 3 plus 5 does equal 8, and we have Strength card that has 8. We have the 8 of Cups that has 8. 8 on its side is a symbol for infinity, symbolizing the infinite connection that's here between you and your person, actually. But lost compass, getting back to integrity. And I feel with this Hermit card being here, this is telling us that your person has been lost. But they are finding themselves. They are finding their power. They are finding their courage, their strength, their confidence, so that they can come bursting out of this cave, out of this place of isolation, out of this place of loneliness, and make their way back in your direction, because this is what they desire. They want to start over, but they can definitely see where they have blown it. And I really feel that this forgiveness with this repairing the veil card is very important for your person at the moment, because they feel that they're not going to be able to move forward in their life without your forgiveness. With the cards that we have on the table, it is a heavy weight for your person. And as I already mentioned, they could be in a rock bottom place right now, going through a dark night of the soul, but those dark nights of the soul are necessary for our personal and spiritual growth. Don't feel sorry for them. You went through it by yourself. You don't need to reach out and ask if there's anything that you can do to help them. This is something that they need to go through and experience alone. Because in that loneliness, it is also screaming out at them that it's time to follow through, that it's time to take action. And that is what the Ace of Wands is all about. Taking action, following through, making something happen, completing this part of the process, tying up these loose ends, and then getting it on this journey back towards you so the two of you can have this opportunity to start over without all of this stuff that your person has been dragging around with them to drag this relationship down again. Ever. It'll be gone. So even though this period that you're in right now with your person is hard and you want to talk to them and you want to speak to them and you want to hang out with them, etc., this is something that they need to go through so that they can be the partner who can be there for you. As you have always been there for them, who can be the partner who can love you without being fearful of what that means, who can be the partner who can tell you how they feel about you without being worried about what it feels like to be emotionally vulnerable. Getting rid of these things is actually necessary for this connection, for this relationship to work. And although you may believe that it would have worked moving forward for the two of you if they hadn't run, if they hadn't ghosted, it was eventually going to hit this space because this growth is necessary for this person, just like it's been necessary for you guys watching the reading. So say a prayer for them, send them love, whisper encouragement out to the universe that that God or their angels is going to deliver those words of encouragement to your person, because it will help them. It will truly help them. But at the moment, I feel that they feel bad for hurting you. This is really a lot of guilt and remorse for how they've treated you. And as I mentioned earlier, if they didn't feel regret or guilty or remorseful for what they have done in terms of hurting you and hurting this connection, and possibly more than once, then they are not really doing the work to make this transition. But I feel with what we're seeing here that they are in this place where they are definitely feeling the heavy weight of all of it at the moment. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today. Angel of Strength. Well, this card comes with, okay guys, this card comes with number 50. There's a 5, there's a 5, and there's a 5. 555. Fives are all about change. Well, hallelujah for that. That tells us that this period of transition that your person is going through is working, because fives do symbolize change. 555, 555, great angel number about change, transformation happening in this connection with your person. Anyone out there seeing a lot of 555s or 45s or 35s? Because that is what this is about. And this angel of strength, I feel, is working on your person at the moment. And I feel that your person is calling out as well to this angel of strength to try and pull themselves up and out of this space that they are. But as I mentioned before, this is a place of spiritual growth and transformation for your person, and it is a very necessary part of this journey that the two of you have, that you are experiencing as you are making your way towards each other for union. And that is what that Temperance card is all about. The blending of your souls, the blending of your essences, the chemistry, the spiritual connection, the physical connection, the emotional connection that's here between you and your person. That Temperance card is all about the two of you coming together. Again, only this time, since it is Temperance, this is about this connection not breaking, cracking, or crumbling ever again. This is about them showing back up and being fully available for this relationship and fully invested in this connection as well. In this lost compass, I feel your person has been lost for quite some time, and it's time for them to find themselves. They are finding themselves with this lost compass, and as they find themselves and really see and understand themselves and who they are and their place in this connection and their place in the universe so much better, it is going to allow them to start making their way back towards you, because I feel that this is something that they know. Well, it's something that they desire, actually. They want to come back in your direction because they know the two of you belong together. But let's see what else is coming through. Let's see what else is happening for this reading today, please. What do we need to know? North Star, purpose, calling, and direction. Well, I actually feel, what I want to say about this, what I'm hearing is that you are the North Star to your person, and you are calling them back to you, kind of like this lost compass in a way, right? They may be lost, but they are finding their way back towards you, and it is the light of your love that is calling your person back towards you. So in a way, it's like you're just holding space for each other at the moment while your person is off doing what they need to do upon the mountaintop here in this self-imposed isolation. But I feel as well, your person is understanding that there is a purpose to this connection, that there is a reason why you are in each other's lives. And they are seeing and understanding this now with much greater clarity and wisdom than they did before. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? A heavy weight. Well, burden, dread, and pressure. Oh my goodness. Well, I feel that this is more than likely that Five of Cups and this Ten of Swords energy. I feel that your person feels this heavy weight on their shoulders, like the weight of the world is on their shoulders, because their actions and their words and their behaviors, I feel, are playing over and over in their mind, and they wish that they could take it all back, but they can't, and they're embarrassed, and they acted in a way that was dishonorable. And I do feel that is this regret and this remorse as well, being this heavy weight, this burden, this pressure that they're carrying within themselves. And I feel that they are going to have to work through all of this to try and attain your forgiveness, because that, I feel, is the only thing that is going to lift up that dread and that pressure that your person is feeling at the moment, that heavy burden of guilt and remorse and regret. And the only way they can do that is by traveling back towards you and to this connection and apologizing, obviously, and opening these lines of communication between the two of you. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Clarity. Vision, insight, and perspective. Well, I definitely feel your person has attained a great sense of clarity. That as well is part of that Ace of Wands. Your person being able to see clearly. They get it. They understand it, because they have been going through this period of transformation and growth during the time that they are away from you, up in this hermit cave, all by themselves, feeling lonely and isolated. But they see things from a different perspective now. They have attained much greater clarity than they have ever had before. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else we need to hear. What other messages does the collective need to know for this reading today? Insecure, embarrassed, shy, and outsider. Well, with what your person, I feel, is going through at the moment, I feel it makes sense that they may feel a bit insecure right now, because they're trying to figure themselves out. And I feel that that insecurity is that worry and perhaps that apprehension that you may not be willing to take them back, that you may not be willing to give them another chance, that you may not be willing to forgive them or accept their apology. But that insecurity, again, it is a teacher for your person, driving them forward to move through that period of transition, to attain that spiritual growth, to come through this dark night of the soul and pull themselves up and out of this rock bottom place that I feel for many of you, your person may be in at the moment, because that's the only way that they're going to be able to work through all of this to come back in your direction. But I do feel that they are embarrassed. I feel they are embarrassed. And I feel for some of you, your person just feels outright humiliated for how they acted in the past when they were so hurtful, saying those horrible, mean, hurtful things to you and acting in ways that dishonored you in this connection. I feel that they are. embarrassed and ashamed of themselves, but they have to work through this because they know the solution, and the universe is at work in this connection. There is always divine guidance and divine protection happening, guys. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through, please. What do we need to hear? Apology. Well, yes, an apology. What a cute cat. An apology, I do feel, is coming from your person, because we have this repairing the veil forgiveness card. And it also says arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. And perhaps for some of you, your person was arrogant, and they probably behaved rashly as well, not thinking before acting, just acting and then regretting, because that is where we are with what's going on with your person at the moment. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? What messages are coming through, please? Possibilities. Follow your dreams. Make up your mind and believe in yourself. Well, I feel that your person being able to see the possibilities that are still available to them in this connection for the two of you is what is pushing them forward. Your love is pushing them forward. This connection, the light of your love, is helping them see the possibilities that are here in this connection for the two of you. And I do feel that this is definitely something that your person needs to feel, go through, and experience right now, knowing that it is possible, knowing that it's possible that you're going to forgive them, knowing that it's possible you're going to give them another chance to get it right, and believing in themselves to make it happen. And that is how this reading started, with that strength card. And as well for you guys watching the reading, believe in what you feel in your heart and in your soul concerning this connection with your person, because it is not impossible for them to return. It is actually very possible for this situation to turn around and to have your person come back in your direction. But let's see what else we need to know. Let's see what is coming through, please. Tension. Well, stressed out and worry. I don't know, maybe migraines as well. And if your person does suffer from headaches, migraines or tension headaches or any kind of other headache, you guys watching the reading, you may be picking that up from them as well because of this connection that you share with each other. Has that ever happened to any of you, you guys watching the reading, where you pick up physical aches and pains from your person? But I feel that your person is stressed with this tension card being here. And that as well comes back to their insecurity. That comes back to the fact that they are having to acknowledge that they are the one responsible for all of this and no one to blame but themselves. And they are really feeling the heaviness of this at the moment. But again, all of these things that your person is feeling and experiencing right now at this moment are the teacher that they need to get them to finish tying up these loose ends of their transformation and growth and make their way back towards you. But let's see what else is coming through, please. Drowning. Over your head, overextended, and rock bottom. Well, maybe for some of you, your person is having some financial issues at the moment. But I really feel that this is more about this rock bottom comment down here at the very bottom of this card, because I think I've said that a couple of times maybe in the reading, that I felt your person was going through a dark night of the soul, or perhaps they were at this rock bottom space. And when you are in that rock bottom space, there's only one way to go, and that is to pull yourself up and out of it. It is about pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, climbing out of that hole that you have created for yourself, and then fixing your life. And this, I feel, is what your person is doing because they want to come back to you. They are going through a tough time, but many times when we choose to go through lessons the hard way, we have to go through a difficult time to have that change and growth that is so necessary for these kind of connections. And your person has chosen to do it the hard way. It could have been so much easier, but they chose it this way. So as I mentioned before, send them love, say a prayer for them, hold them in the light, because ultimately your person is going to go through this change and transformation, and they are going to be coming back to you because they want this fresh start that comes with that Ace of Cups and that Ace of Wands, and that is about starting over together, because the universe is your partner in this connection with your person, and the powers that be, the divine, is leading, guiding, and directing this connection to bring the two of you together, because you have a destiny to fulfill with each other for this lifetime. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.